Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Football Manager 2018 playthrough with me, your host, Luckymarine, where at the moment we are still with Mechelen. I say still with Mechelen because we got taken over and we have millions to spend and all our debts have been paid off. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. All that happened was we got taken over. That was it. There we go. I mean, at least we kept our job. That's about it. No plans to provide the club with any investment at this stage. The new board would like to point out that they will only judge you on transfers and matches starting from this date forward. So all the brilliant work we've done so far has come to naught. Oh dear. Oh well. Onwards, I suppose. Our last game was against Oostend, and we tried and we tried and we tried. This doesn't tell the whole story. I mean, the 18 shots, a lot of these shots were horrific. They shouldn't have been shots. They were not from anywhere near the box. They were from just past halfway line, and our strikers decided to shoot and no. We had the ball in the net once, which was ruled offside. I don't think it should have been offside. I mean, we were on the losing side, and yet we got the man of the match. That's how much we were knocking on the door in terms of getting back into this game. But we lost. I was not happy with that. Not in the slightest. We even gave Moreno a bit of a run out, but still. Nope. Oh well, we move onwards. And next up is Club Rouge. Drazic is injured. How about Mavidi? Where's Galas gone? Galan even. Let's do something like that. Patrick Ritz, Parna, yep. Tomchak, yep. Angelino, yep. We'll bring Lucas on for Drazic in terms of the bench. Soto. Nope, I don't think it's a game for Soto or Elias. Can you be tutored by anyone? No possible tutor for this guy, which is a shame. I'd like his determination to come up. Anyway, on we go. We'll see if we can replicate the last game that we had. Expect nothing but a win. See if we can replicate the last game we had against this lot. I did note that this guy is making his debut for them. He's alright. Rapid, but apart from that, there's nothing about him really. And he's lacking match fitness. There's quite a few of them lacking match fitness, in fact. It's important to note that this is only... you're going to get that and not take it out for a corner? Yeah, we are. Okay. This is only... I say only the cup. I mean, it's the route into Europe, isn't it? So... No league points for this. We're not doing bad. League-wise, we're not being... Oh, my word. I thought he'd missed that. I thought that was going to bounce out and goalkeeper was going to smother it. But no, that was alright. Crashing in off the bar. We'll take that. Penalty Galan. Galan out wide to Tomkak. Tomkak, Mavidi just gets himself onside. And it just bounces in. Well done. Looked fairly cool. And that's what you want your goals to look like. But yeah, we're doing alright at the in terms of the league. We're keeping tabs on the top, or we're hanging around in the top 6. I'd like to be hanging around in the top 6. The top 6 obviously go into the second stage of the season, and they sort it out amongst themselves. Who gets Champions League football, which I would like to go for again. We might, yeah, I would like to go for Champions League. Euro Cup would be fine as well. We'd get less money. We might have a chance of going a little bit further in the European Cup, but that 11.3 million that we got up front for just qualifying for the Champions League, that's more than enough. Until we've properly sorted ourselves out. Little pirouette from Mavidi there, needed a lot better of a finish. He had space to run into. He should have taken that a few steps further, opened up his body, lashed it across the goalkeeper. Oh well. He doesn't have the vision. And Dylan is back to being a nuisance on my lap, which I'm alright with. And that's my other cat, Gigi, who's a little tortoiseshell, and she's obviously hungry. Either that or she's jealous of Dylan being on my lap. Then Docker to Koopman. Koopman forward to their new striker. It didn't quite get to them. Mavidi fails in his attempt to hold that ball up, which is unfortunate because he's meant to be quite strong. And that goes flying over the bar. Good. If we go 2 up, then in the second half I might bring some youth on. But I'd like to get this game won before we dabble with youth. Tried a couple of youth players in the team against Oosted in the previous game, in the league game, and that came back to bite me in the arse. Oh well. Angelino forward to Gustavo, who falls over the ball. If you're going to fall over the ball, at least accidentally handball it, so they don't catch us out of position. Volmo with a cross, and smashed away by Mavidi. Good. Eduardo with a head back to his keeper. That was a little bit risky just there. Oh well, I hope he knew what he was doing. If he did, well done. If he didn't, well, at least it worked, kind of. And Patrick clears up that ball to Vitas, to Ritz to Pana, Pan to Gustavo. Galan with a little back heel that didn't quite come off, but that would have looked sexy if it did. Galan out wide, pulls it back to Pana. Pana buys the corner kick. Good effort. Angelino, that was a really poor corner actually. Ritz to Pana, come on, Tom Chuck is in acres of space out there. Comes across to Angelino instead, who beats his man, opens up, he'd opened up the space. Instead of a lofted pass, he could have done with whipping that into the box with a bit of pace, a bit of swaz on it. Oh well. Pana picks up the ball, crossfield to Mavidi, who heads it down to Gustavo, all the way out to Angelino, who first time, oh come on. How did that not go in? That was beautiful. That delivery from Angelino was textbook wing-back work. Beautiful work. Anyway. It didn't go in. The random deflection didn't go in either. Living a charmed life. Tom Jack heads out. Comes back to Gustavo, who feeds it back to Guzman, to Vitas, who just lumps it forward anyway. Wait, we're not doing route 1. I think we're doing attacking. We're not doing route 1. So why felt the need to pull a route 1 ball out of his arse? I have no idea. Oh, that nearly opened up. That nearly opened up for them. If he'd have taken a step into the box there, he could have lashed it across the keeper. Oh, wow. Well done, Guzman. Former picks up the ball into the box. You've got far too much space there. We might be able to break here. Nope, maybe not. End of the first half. Well, it's been all right. I mean, we are ahead, but they have had opportunities. They've had some really good opportunities. Yeah, don't get complacent, because this is not the time nor the place. We don't get a second chance at this. Angelino inside to Ritz, to Gustavo, to Pana. Pana all the way out to Tomkak, who should be able to beat his man. Nope. Didn't even buy the corner. And I think we've just killed someone. I think we've actually just killed someone. Is he off? What is it? What is the injury? Potential foot injury. Okay. Patrick, I don't know if that was jumping out of the way of jumping out of the way of that tackle, or he was just stamping on the guy underneath him. Patrick, who is on the yellow card already. Might have to take him off, actually. In the role that he plays, he's bound to pick up a yellow card every now and then. Let's not have him pick up 2 in one match. I don't mind him picking up a suspension for 5 yellow cards ongoing throughout the season, but suspension for a red card is just silly. Yeah, 60 minutes will bring on Busquets in place of Patrick. There we go. VD should be able to close him down fairly effectively. He's got the speed to do that, but no. Pisas to Pana. Pana to Gustavo. To Mavidi, who tries to get it out to Angelino. He tried doing the right thing. However, I think it should have gone out to Angelino a little bit quicker. Mavidi he was onside, so why didn't he poke that ahead of him and run onto it himself? He is quick, Mavidi. He's quick and strong, so he should have been able to run into the box, holding people off, swatting them away like flies. Anyway, Ritz to Mavidi, to Pana. Just no. No. Gustavo with the ball. So that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Luis Eduardo, not exactly the tallest person on our team, but rose like a salmon and headed in. This was a good delivery, actually. From there, it just needs head, and it's in. I think from this, we will chuck a couple of the youngsters on now. Wilson for Vitas and Valkyrie for Lucas. There we go. It's hard to give young goalkeepers a decent game time, just because obviously there's only one position they can play in. I wonder if you gave a goalkeeper a run in some odd position that obviously doesn't count at this point for last 20, maybe for the last 20 minutes against no opposition, or a really weak opposition, like in a friendly. Maybe up front. I wonder if they would develop. I don't know. Anyway, last 12 minutes of the match. Gustavo to take the free kick. That's a really good one. That was a really good one. Wilson just needed a little bit more luck there. Just needed a little bit more composure. Needed it to come down from the sky before he lashed that in. I don't get the I don't get the falling over. I still don't get it. What's the? I mean, obviously, if you're heading to, if he passes the ball to Mavidi, but the ball gets cut out by a sliding tackle, Mavidi, doesn't matter how far he is away from that person who slid to get the ball, he'll fall over, and that is silly. How are you getting on? 6.8, and the other guys haven't been rated just yet. See, it's this that we can't defend against. The ball into somebody who's lurking outside the box. If they've got someone outside the box, we should be able to have someone. And you would. If you had somebody lurking outside of the box in that situation, you'd send one man to pick him up. And we can't. And every single time he gets the ball and it's almost a free shot on goal. You push someone out of the box to go and sit in between him and the free kick taker. Oh, don't get it. He needs addressing. Because we can't do that. We on offensive free nearly. On offensive free kicks, we can't have somebody lurking outside the box. We can do it on corners. We'll have someone lurking there. But no, on free kicks. Because I tried it, because I looked. No, there's no option for it. So I don't know how they can do it, but we can't. And if they can do it, then I don't see why we can't counter it. Makes no sense. Luis Eduardo allowed the ball to hit him and then just switched off. He didn't want to play football anymore. He wanted to be a train. I don't know. Anyway, Peas blast it forward. Peas with a long ball. I was meant to say, but got confused in my brain. Kind of mix words together, and it comes out as absolute gibberish. Oh, Busquets, that was nearly a little bit naughty. Can we get to that? No, but that's pretty much the end of the game. Again, another 2-0 win against Club Brugge. Not bad. Does that suggest it? Not really. The stats suggest a win for them. A draw if we were lucky. I think we were just a little more clinical with putting away our chances. Done alright there. Done alright. Well done. Good win. Sweet. 7th round done, and the 8th round we've been drawn against Anderlecht. My word. Oh, is it going to be one of those again? Last year it was we got all the way to the semi-final, and the semi-final was us versus second, or the others versus first place in the league, and then it was 15th versus 14th. The 15th versus 14th? It was something like 15th versus 16th. So essentially, whoever won the semi-final was probably going to win the whole thing. But I don't know how it's gonna. Don't know how it's gonna work. I can see Charleroi winning against Zulte Waregem. this is going to be... I can't look beyond our game against Anderlecht though. That's going to be a tough one. Especially away from home. Just random £10 million players. Even the Euro Cup. Oh, wait, of course. Where are you? So you actually no, not quite. They're going to have to take it to the last game. But they're about to qualify out of Group G in the Euro Cup. Maybe. Who are you playing next? Surprising that Angers is up there. Maybe we should try getting to the Euro Cup instead of the Champions League. We might be able to do a little bit. Might be able to do a little bit better. Group G, A, B, C, D. Yeah, I know how to do my alphabet. Anderlecht versus Angers. So, where have you gone then? And I assume Feyenoord versus Slavia Prague. So, if Angers... No. If Anderlecht at least draw, they'll probably go through. Unless Feyenoord smash Slavia Prague by 3-4 goals maybe. So it's still a little bit up in the air. Although if Anderlecht win, then it's just Angers and Anderlecht going through. Yeah, maybe we should concentrate on the Euro Cup. I mean, the Champions League brings you in a lot more money though. However, the reward for getting past the group stages of the Euro Cup and these are better, I say better teams. These are more beatable teams. I mean, you've usually got one really strong team in each group. Likes of, yeah, probably West Brom there. Tottenham, of course, there. AC Milan, of course, and there. Sorry if you're a supporter of anyone else here. I'm just picking out the obvious. Yeah, probably Lazio in that group. I'd have probably picked out Feyenoord as the better one in here, between Feyenoord and Anderlecht. In that one, that's more even group. This is an even group. Wow. See, Hever and Hamburg, Red Bull Salzburg. Oh no, I'm thinking about Red Bull Leipzig. Leipzig. Yeah, Dynamo Kiev are probably the better team there. Dynamo and Hamburg. What about you? Besiktas and Sporting. That was a difficult group. They were both going through. I don't know how Lich has grabbed 7 points there. I don't even know where Lech is from. Is it Bulgarian? Poland. I've never... Oh, Poznan. Lech Poznan. Right. What else? SLB, yeah. They were favourites for there. Valencia. Genk. Yeah, maybe we'll go for the Euro Cup instead. I'll have a look. And Cluj. Cluj of Romania. Do you have any decent youth that I can steal off you? Under 19s maybe? Let's have a little look at these. Nope. Nope. 17 years old. If I'd have picked this guy up a little bit earlier. Good work rate, good determination. It just yeah. No, he needs more speed if he's to be a right back. Again, he's alright, 16 years old. We'll see. I'll look in between the episodes. And Luis Eduardo, who's not developing much. I think we got him at fully developed. But still, he's solid for what we need from him. Pablo Green, as always, you lot have been amazing. Keep it up. Well done. Join me next time for our next game, which will be... Oh, it's going to have to be Anderlecht now, isn't it? Yep, it's going to be game against Anderlecht in the Belgian Cup quarter-finals. How are we getting on in terms of league? We've not really. We had a little bit of a run here where we went 5 games without a loss. That was alright. That probably propelled us into a decent, yeah, probably into second. But again, it's very, very even at the top. Top 6, separated by what, 3 points? Top 8, separated by 4 points. 9 by 5 points. Anything could happen. Anyone could plummet out of the top 6, and we are at the midpoint of the season. Anyway, I'm Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. Join me next time for more with Mechelen as we ramp up our preparations for Anderlecht in the next cup game. Until then, from me and Dylan, do take care.